Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Redneck Review. We have a very special guest today, but before we get into that, I just wanted to remind you that this show is brought to you by Oak City Hot Sauce, based out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Check them out at oakcityhotsauce.com. Also, this show is brought to you by R.C. McGraw's in Manhattan, Kansas, in the Blue Hills Shopping Center. Check them out at mcgrawsmanhattan.com. All right, guys, so this actually started because of our last podcast. I got a very irate phone call on Tuesday that said...
No, it wasn't. It wasn't irate.
Hey, you shut the fuck up until I'm ready to talk to you. Whoa. To set this up.
Whoa.
I got a very irate phone call on Tuesday wondering what the hell Quint and I were doing on our podcast and wondering where I learned to say the things I learned to say. So after being blackmailed with death... Yeah, and
I watched him. I watched him shake.
HIV/AIDS.
Oh my God, you're a liar.
And anthrax. We have my mother, Sherry, on the podcast with us.
Yeah.
Mom, you want to say hi?
Round of applause.
Hello. I'm so sorry. I blame his father for the way he is.
Oh yeah. See, just deflecting blame from one parent to another. Great parenting skills.
I didn't teach you to be this obnoxious.
Well, so it's like father, like son, but there's also a mother involved, because without a mother's love or lack thereof.
Fuck you.
Yeah. So, Mom, do you want to run over your resume with everyone? Because we normally, on our guests, we have we have comedians and random people on, and they usually have something to promote. So do you have anything to promote?
Yeah, believe it or not, for knowing you for I would say over a year now,
I
don't know a whole lot. I know that you're Cody's mom.
Do you have a podcast, an OnlyFans?
Stop!
Snapchat? I mean, is there anything? A Tinder profile?
I very seldom post anything even to Facebook. So no, I'm not on social media. I think it's one of the worst things to ever happen to society.
And here we are.
I know, and here we are. But, and it was my idea to come on here tonight, so I'm not sure what's wrong with me.
Yeah, so check her out, Sharon the Cold-Hearted Bitch.
Hey!
On Twitch. I kid.
Hey, speaking of that, I'd like to break the ice with a joke.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
God.
It's a very simple joke. My girlfriend says I need to be in more touch with my feminine side. So I wrecked her car.
That's really bad.
And the funny part is there's some truth to that. I did hit shit with my girlfriend's car.
When?
Yeah, so 2 weeks.
Drive it?
Yeah, I know. 2 weeks after we started fucking dating, I had some sort of
fucking or dating?
Both. Anyway, I had a buddy that got into some trouble. It was a long story, but anyway, I needed to go, and I needed to go fast. And she has a really nice
Ricky Bobby.
Chrysler 300.
Yeah.
And Chrysler 300. It's like a big four-door car.
Very bright.
And
figured it out.
So anyway, I was driving and a fucking possum jumped out in front of me, went underneath, tore out her fucking radiator.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and it's the only thing. I've hit animals with a car. I've never fucked anything up. Literally the first time I ever drove my girlfriend's car, I fucked something up.
Yeah, I mean, I went through a school zone, and I mean, there had to be at least 5 impacts, and I didn't. And I didn't mess up anything on my car. So that's impressive. That a possum, you said?
Yeah. Yeah, because on a Chrysler 300, it has that big, long grill. Yeah. Well, there's this much fucking space between the grill and the radiator, and it's all just plastic underneath there. So what happened is it clipped it, went up through that plastic and into the fucking radiator.
Jesus Christ. Mom, have you ever rolled a vehicle? I mean, you're a woman, of course you have. So what vehicles have you rolled?
Cody, you're going to pay. You are going to pay after this is over.
You wanted to be on the podcast, and I said I wasn't holding back.
I have never wrecked a car.
Really?
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
Have you been in an accident? I know Dad's rolled a vehicle.
I was in one when I was in grade school. My mother was driving, and...
Another woman, okay.
Watch it.
Stop! Lay off the woman.
Just be glad that she's not alive. She'd hurt you bad.
Oh, she'd probably kick my ass. Now.
Well, she was shorter than I was. She might.
Oh, that don't mean nothing.
She might punch you in the knees.
I probably deserve it.
Right,
that's my weak spot.
Anyway, she was going into parking space, and somebody came from the south and clipped the front left fender.
That's it?
That was it.
Oh, just like a minor fender bender?
Yeah. Your dad has almost gotten us into a couple of accidents.
Yeah, that's where I think I've probably gotten my driving style from you. I mean, I don't drive with both feet. Yeah, Quentin, my mom drives with both feet.
Yeah, I
don't blame you.
I brake with my left foot.
Oh no, I don't blame you because like I literally get so fucking lazy driving automatic. I do not want to like pivot my foot over to use the.
I've tried that before, just as like, oh, I totally almost
almost
fucking like threw myself out of my seat, and B, accelerated way too fucking hard. Because it's one of those things where when you're used to drive with one foot, if you try and use both, you turn into a fucking child. Like I can do the clutch just fine. But you start trying to use
I don't get why the fuck
we
teach people that you can't do that. I don't get why
because the idea is like you might like if you're gonna get into an accident, you might panic and hit both or something like that.
Well, even if you hit both, it's fucking moot. Like it won't do anything.
Yeah.
Well, unless you're got a fucking Shelby or something like that, and
you're who gives a fucking?
You're getting ready. You're just roasting tires as
it's
you.
It's like, oh yeah,
somebody.
Yeah, that's fair actually.
Are you gonna let me say why I drive with?
I fucking guess.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't mean to interrupt you, Mom.
Mom,
I'm sorry.
Thanks for being so sweet.
Yeah, if you're good, maybe later we can try on hats.
No, I did that so that I could learn to gradually push on a brake because I don't know how to drive a clutch very well, and I didn't, and I popped the clutch, so I did that so that I could learn to, adjust that and not pop the clutch.
Well, how did you?
And your dad thinks
how did you because when you drive a manual, most of the time you got your foot on the clutch and on the brake.
I don't do. It's weird, but I never. I push in the clutch when I shouldn't and don't hit the brakes when I should. So.
Well, a lot of rally race drivers do like a double foot thing, like
because they're driving a rally race car in a race.
I'm just saying, though, like I mean,
because they have to shift really quick.
Well, that and then like you got to ride the brakes on like different terrains and shit. And, blah,
well,
blah.
your dad.
Yeah.
Thinks that I have my foot on the accelerator and braking, and I don't because I can lift my right foot up and not have it on the gas while I'm braking. He doesn't think that
I'm amazing.
Yeah, I know.
I guess he doesn't.
I'm talented. I raised your lousy ass, so I can do more than one thing at a time.
My favorite thing is parents complaining about their kids. It's like, that's a byproduct.
Let's not just shit on your mom the entire time.
Yeah, you do that all the time. You do that all the time.
All right, fine. I'll lighten the mood. So I've been getting these emails about my penis lately, and it's just so fucking odd because I don't know who's writing or sending these emails, but
are you seriously getting those?
Yeah. So let's just
because you listen to the Ben Shapiro show.
I just get 5 emails a day. The sender is your penis. The subject is anti-limpness organ. And then when you click on the email, all it says is how to control your penis's mind. And that's it.
It's because
it's trying to get you to click on a link.
How many?
But how did it? And then I also get like
it's a spam.
Yeah, and then I also get like make your dick bigger pills. It's like
do they work?
Do they? Well, I don't know. I haven't tried
Sam,
yet. I'm scared. But how the fuck are they looking through my camera when I'm sitting there beating my meat?
Dude,
like, are they just looking?
Dude. Don't you?
Because I jack off. I jack off with my phone below my balls so that I can see the porn and my dick while I'm jacking it.
Yeah, man.
So if they got
well, see, dude, I do it different. I put my phone above my penis because I'm really sad. I'm really sad how small my dick is.
Like, I mean, it's a problem because most of my dick, all of my dick is hidden behind my hands. So, like, I don't.
Yeah,
like, I only have to
I
use.
don't doubt that at all. He does have big hands.
Yeah,
so.
Blame the hands.
I use my ring finger and my pinky.
That this is 6 inches.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, William says he never sends me to town to go pick something up that's 6 inches because this is all the bigger I think 6 inches.
Exactly. We were playing golf yesterday, right? I was out with Haley, her mom, and a couple of friends. And
you have friends?
No.
I didn't think so.
We got more acquaintances.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and so anyways, we were playing, and it was like, oh, it's about 6 inches off. Is that far off? And I was like, yeah.
You did the old.
And Ross was like, no, dude, that's like a couple inches. I was like, Ross, do not fucking ruin this for me. I've spent 4 years convincing Haley that this is 6 inches. Okay, this is at least a foot. I've hidden all the rulers, all the tape measures. Hell, I even convinced her that a phone is 2 foot long. So whenever I hold her phone up to my dick, it's like, see, it's almost 8 inches.
Dude, just say centimeters.
She's not that stupid.
I did convince her that So did you really? Her low pressure light came on in her Lexus. Right, we had just started
low tire
dating.
pressure.
Yeah, we had just started dating.
Yeah,
and she didn't know what the symbol was, and she was like, "I need to ask my dad like what that is."
Says, okay.
Well, I got in there and I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, it means you got low blinker fluid." She was like,
such
"What?"
a dick.
He pulled that on a previous girlfriend as well.
I spent 2 hours convincing her that it had low blinker fluid.
Oh, you're such an
asshole. And I said, "Just go to your
Isn't
dad."
he though?
I was like, just go to your dad and just tell him that you need blinker fluid.
Dude, if you ever want to...
Her dad thought I was being serious and thought I was a fucking retard. He's like, it doesn't need blinker fluid.
Hey, Cody, Google water pump gasket.
It's Jamie. Thank you very much.
Hey, Jamie, Google water pump gasket for a 97 Tacoma.
Google water pump gasket.
Why'd you put Google in there, you fucking
Because you said Google.
dingus.
You said Google water pump gasket.
No, the water pump gasket 97 4Runner.
97 4Runner. 4Runner.
I think I'm telling you. Yeah, look at the It's funny because it looks like a penis.
It does.
For those of you.
It looks like a cock.
With its two friends.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a dick.
It's just one big friend that looks like.
Well, from the side,
That's
yeah.
a hefty set of balls, though.
That's a big
you know
ball,
what I mean?
dude.
Like, those are some, like, if you guys.
Yeah,
that's
like, besides the blinker fluid, that's like the oldest car joke in the book.
You guys at home.
He has testicle envy now.
I actually do not.
No, I'm talking about Cody.
Oh,
yeah, I've watched so many porns where the guy's sack is just huge and like perfectly round, and it's like, why can't I have that? Why does mine look like a turkey goblet?
Because you probably look like your father.
It's because you jerked off too much.
I don't need to know about Dad's dick, okay? We can talk about my dick and make you uncomfortable, but the second you bring up Dad's
me
genitals,
That's how she wins, though.
No,
it doesn't make me uncomfortable.
What? Talking about my dick?
No.
Your
Good,
dad's
because
dick.
I've got about 10 more subjects regarding my penis.
Anyway, you wanted to know my resume?
Yeah, let's hear it. Yeah.
You really?
Yeah,
you want to know what I used to do for a
you
living and what I do now?
Yeah,
sure.
Anything you want to.
Don't give away any information you do not want.
No, I'm not going to tell people where I work because I'm liable to get fired if they see this.
Okay, cool.
So,
Well,
wonderful. Okay, so if you're employing my mother, do not watch this. Stop. I was trying to help you out.
Well, you're not going to name drop. It's okay.
I don't think he's going to watch this. He's got better taste than this.
Well, also, you're not name dropping, so it's cool.
No, I'm not going to. I worked at K-State for 30, let's see. I started in 83.
Is it 30?
33 years.
Because when people ask, I just assume it was like 28 or something.
I worked at K-State for 33 years.
Holy shit. I didn't know that.
31 years of that was in payroll.
Oh, hold on real fast. Josh says he's seen Dad's dick. Actually, I'm pretty sure Josh has seen you guys having sex.
Of course.
No, G.
Oh, G. He has not.
Yeah, actually, I know exactly what fucking night it was. As when you guys still lived downstairs and you had the blanket for a door.
Oh, Dad was probably laying there in his birthday suit, not covered up.
Yeah, no, but G, like, so
I
was upstairs.
You,
I was upstairs, and G came up and he was like, "Your parents are having sex." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Your parents are having sex." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "I went downstairs to go to the bathroom and I walked in there and they had a sheet and all I saw was your dad on top of your mom and I fucking walked out. I don't think they saw me." I was like, "Bro, that fucking sucks." He's like, "I'm going to go sleep out in my car."
Serves you right, you little asshole.
Hey, so when you're on, fuck you, Cody. So anyway.
You going to let my mom tell her story?
When you're on payroll, does that mean you were like, were you like doing payroll for like the employees there?
Yeah, we did the payroll for everybody that worked at K-State.
Okay.
Depending on the time of year, it could be anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 people.
Oh my God! So that was a full-time job, definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When I first.
What, do you think she worked a fucking part-time job?
Well, no, I didn't know what that all entailed.
I worked 33 years as a part-time employee.
Some people do.
Cody. I mean, I don't know. You work for the government. You know, a lot of people are fucking lazy for them.
Me?
Yeah. Well, anyway, please.
When I started working in payroll in August of '85, we had 6 payroll clerks, and everything was done by hand.
Yeah.
We had at that time there were timesheets that were printed off in the big green and white paper, green bar paper. This was well before your guys' time. That had carbon paper in it, and they would print off the paychecks that like the information from the previous paycheck And if you had to make changes, you changed them by hand.
Did you use like word processors or typewriters?
Not at that time.
Yeah.
And those pieces of paper were actually shipped to Topeka. And they went over them to make sure everything was calculated correctly. And then they moved to, Topeka moved to another system where then everything was, it was done on the computer.
Yeah.
But we still made changes by hand on this paper. And then it went to people who did the keying and keyed it into the mainframe computer at K-State. We came back the next morning. We changed or checked it to make sure that the changes had been made. And we processed payroll for probably, I don't know, a couple of weeks, a week and a half maybe we had. Because at that time, K-State was still only getting paid monthly.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
And
God, I'm
then...
glad that I don't ever get paid monthly. I would even like...
Yeah.
Second fucking day, my paycheck's gone.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm fucked until next month. What the fuck do I do?
Well,
Who's got
when
meth?
we first got married, your dad was getting paid every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so
bi-weekly.
we lived off of his salary, off of his paychecks, and I paid all the bills with mine. And I was
Fucking
making...
breadwinner.
Yeah, I was probably bringing home maybe $900 a month.
Damn.
And what?
Yeah.
The
Hey,
80s,
Mom,
though,
do you
right?
think...
Yeah, that was in the late 80s.
So that probably wasn't too bad of money now.
No, it wasn't then.
Yeah.
But I mean, as you start, then things started getting more expensive. I had probably been there about 20 years before my salary doubled. And then, then I became a payroll accountant right after, in September of 92, right after Sarah was born.
Oh, shit.
So I quit processing payroll. I was the one that had to that ran all the programs that were computer programs that were necessary to update the payroll every night. And then I balanced the payrolls and sent them into Topeka.
So I know that a lot of people probably think this is boring, but I was always really into computers. I don't know.
Oh, well, let me tell you, because Mom was an accountant.
Yeah.
I never got asked to go to school. It was always Dad because he had the fun job. He would bring a bucket truck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when we
And-
drop eggs
And
out
they
of
put
the top of it.
or they took the teachers and put them in the bucket truck, and he lifted them up high, and the kids got to go into a rope saddle to know.
Yeah.
Because he was
So here's a question, Mom.
he'd cut trees down and stuff.
I need you to think long and hard about this.
Oh God.
Do you think if you took a can of compressed air and were to spray compressed air into a woman's vagina that she'd be able to queef indefinitely?
No comment.
So
I thought you were going to go with whippets or something like that.
No. So the thing is
Did you ever do any whippets?
what the fuck is a whippet?
It's where you...
It's a dog.
No, it's not. It's where you
It's
take
drugs.
it's where you take compressed air and you spray it into a bag, like a bunch of it, and you go like that.
Oh
and
yeah,
it gets
like
you really
paint,
high.
like paints or something
Yeah,
like
like huff
that.
and paint. It does
Yeah.
the same thing, like huff and paint.
Yeah. So
Why am I not surprised that you're the one that knows that?
I've never done it. I just
Bullsh
know it
fucking shit.
Yeah, I don't
lived in
believe that
Salina for
either.
2 fucking years. Of course, I know what a whippet is.
But so I was at a wedding and I was talking to a guy and he
Really?
said, "Yeah, I know, crazy."
I mean, you can suck in air with it. You're just pushing in more air.
Yeah,
So you should be able to.
But
Cody.
he said,
Answer myth busted.
Well, but he said, at our wedding, my wife, when I went up there to get the garter, because we were talking about garters, he said that when
Wait,
he
when'd
went
you
up
do that?
there, he's like, my wife fucking iced me. I'm like, oh, it would have been way better if she would have queefed in your face.
That's okay.
Because, like, think about it. Like, you just, as a woman, you just get a bunch of air and then you hold it, you do some vagina crunches to strengthen.
Kegels.
Kegel
Yeah, some
Oh, it's
kegels.
Kegels.
Yeah. And
it's Kegels.
you just hold all the air you can. And then when your husband goes down there, you just let out a big old wet one right in his
Oh
face.
my god.
And then that got me thinking, like, if you had a can of compressed air, you could just walk around and queef on people all day. Is that something you consider?
Why did? Oh, it's fucking gross.
I went out with some girlfriends
I like how this
I
leads
do
to a
not
story.
like this segue.
from here in
the
town
segue.
one night. One of them was getting ready. She and her husband were being transferred in the military. And we went out to eat and almost got kicked out of the restaurant because we were being so loud.
What,
But
with your queefs?
No.
Oh.
No,
Damn.
if you knew who it was, you would understand why we almost got kicked out.
I'm pretty sure I know who it was, but continue.
Yeah. Anyway, it was women from around here.
Yeah.
But then we were driving around, and one of them went and knocked. Well, she went upstairs. There used to be an adult entertainment shop out towards the airport.
Oh wow. I didn't
And
know they
she
had
went
those.
upstairs. I think there was a bar or something. She went up and got the owner, and he opened the store for us. And
Wait, the adult entertainment store?
yes, and
So
we
you went
walked
to a
around.
sex shop.
Yeah, and we walked around.
Did they have any Princess Fiona?
No, not then.
No, Princess
was way
Fiona pocket
before-
pussies?
We're not talking about that. Please continue your
What?
story.
Are you
Anyway.
sensitive about Princess
Yes,
Fiona the
I
pocket
am.
pussies?
That's gross.
Why?
Just I want to hear the rest of the story. That's why.
Anyway, the one that got him to open up the shop actually wound up buying a box of Benoit balls. Do you know what those are?
I have no
No
idea.
idea.
You use them to you put them into some place to help strengthen the
So Kegels.
I see
for
what you're
Kegel
talking about.
exercises.
Kegels,
yeah,
whatever.
you strengthen your
Your
vaginal
muscle.
Muscles. Yeah.
yeah
muscles.
the vaginal muscles to be able to hold those balls.
Do you think you could do enough Kegels to squeeze a man's dick off?
I don't know. If you've had kids, probably not.
I thought that didn't matter.
Yeah. I thought they just
I
do an
got
extra
told that by
stitch in.
strippers, and strippers never lied to me.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Anyway, and then one of the
A stripper
women,
told me she loved me.
Yeah.
one of
She
the
wanted me
women
to-
that was there kept walking around going, "Oh my God. Oh my God." She couldn't believe what she was looking at.
Did they sell Quaaludes out of there too?
I don't think so. I
'Cause
didn't
it sounds
ask.
like an 80s
Did
thing.
they sell
This was-
240
was this in the
volt?
80s?
It was probably
Dildos?
early 90s, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Quaaludes
exactly
were
when it
gone by
was.
that point.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they like outlawed them in the 80s
Yeah.
or something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
Did you ever take Quaaludes?
No, I've never taken drugs. I don't
never done
haven't
drugs?
even
Never drugs?
never tried
None?
pot either. Nope, never.
No pot?
Nope.
No
Dude,
devil's
pot's,
lettuce.
Pot's pretty
No,
fucking great.
I don't know what that is.
Devil's lettuce?
Nope.
That's another word
it's
for marijuana.
ganja.
I have never done drugs.
You
Period.
never done drugs? I'm not gonna lie.
I do drugs every day. I'm high on life.
Ha ha ha.
All right, little Richard.
Nah, just kidding. I take my HIV medication because I don't want to.
I don't get what it was with like fucking famous dudes in the 80s in white Broncos, but it's like their fucking weaknesses. Little Richard, OJ, like Jesus.
Well, cut the man a break, all right? The Ford Bronco was a good fucking line. Or Ranger,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it was.
It was a Bronco.
Was it
It
a
was,
Bronco?
yeah, it was a full size Bronco. That,
Yeah, he had an 80. It was
What, he
Little
drove
Rich-
it at 30 miles an hour on the freeway out in California with the cops all following him?
Yeah, well, no, it was OJ Simpson was in a high speed race, and then Little Richard.
No, he wasn't. He was in a slow speed
It
race.
was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was-
okay,
it
I know
was
he
like
got
20
in a big chase with that one, and then I know Little Richard did the same
Who the
thing.
fuck's Little Richard?
Tutti Frutti.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That guy.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
he did the same thing.
He
and-
used to wear makeup before it was popular for guys to wear
I
makeup.
thought
He was
the
also a
guys
hell of a
wore.
good singer.
I thought
Yeah,
guys
he was.
wore makeup in the 70s. 80s hair metal, right?
Yeah, 80s. But this is the 50s.
Not as
Little
mu-
Richard was popular in
Wait,
the 50s.
He
what was the
started in the
hairstyle in the
50s.
70s? Was it just long hair?
long hair. That was the hippie era, and then 80s was the
No,
era.
the
of
60s was the hippies era.
No, 80s was the era of the hair bands,
Yeah,
where
Yeah.
the guys had lots of hair.
Yeah.
like big poofy, like Aquanet hair.
the big hair. Yeah, that was the 80. Yeah, and the women's hair was
So what
pretty
so-
puffy.
No, so but let me explain it though,
okay,
because
go
when
ahead.
you say high on life, that's actually a quote because Little Richard was absolutely blasted on cocaine when he got like pulled over in his Bronco, and they asked him, was like, Little Richard, are you high right now? He's like, high on life, and he's just like,
Just all cracked out. So on our first, I think, as our first podcast, we started talking about the mullet, and I said I did some research and found out that the mullet would have been an actual like utility haircut back in the day because it would keep the hair out of your eyes so you could hunt, and then the long hair in the back would protect you from the elements and shit like that.
yeah.
And that was about 2000 BC. So what was the hairstyle in 1000 AC?
I have no
BC?
idea, asswipe.
Are you sure? Because
I'm positive.
because I have
Oh, it's
it on-
coming. It's getting
I
ready
have
to
it on
happen.
a trusted source that Jesus came to you for wisdom.
Yeah.
Because
Nope,
you're the
nope,
shaman in the village.
Nope. Jeez, I did not sit in front of Jesus in third grade.
I'm saying you're older than Jesus.
I did not roam the earth with the dinosaurs.
I had a T-Rex tell me one time
you know
that
what
he-
I want to know is their dad is almost 3 years older than I am, but
Right.
yet he never gets these kind of jokes. It's
Yeah,
always
because
me.
he'd whoop my ass.
Yeah, your dad
I-
was
and
like
he
a
just
Strauss.
sits there and never says a word.
Until he
and-
starts laughing.
Well,
Like,
he
we
sits
really
there
need to
and
have
lets them
Austin on.
insult me. Oh,
We
God,
need-
no.
We need to have Austin back on the podcast.
Absolutely not.
Is it
I
at the
cannot
same time?
handle the two of you at the same time
It'd
anymore.
be fine. We'll like, hey,
No.
quit, take a week off, and then we'll just do
can
a
do
roast
that.
of Sherry.
I can
And
do
you
that.
know, when we have family dinners,
Yeah.
The boys get started on me, and both of their wives just sit there and don't say a word because they can't get a word in edgewise.
No, because they fucking
Between
know better.
Austin and, oh, don't even go there.
No, Maddie tried.
Between Austin and Cody, you can barely get a word in edgewise.
I try to roast my mom, but then she gets really upset at me, and I can't do that.
Sometimes I do.
Mom gets really upset, and then we just go harder.
Yeah,
it's just bad.
I don't know. It's just, yeah.
And William tells me, he goes, if you wouldn't react, they'd leave you alone.
100%. If Dad made more of an effort to say something, we'd probably roast him too. Actually, I think Austin and I have turned on Dad a couple times.
He just sits there and takes it. I mean, with his friends though, he's used to that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's just like the blue collar mentality though. You either learn how to sling it or just learn how to take it.
Oh,
Stop.
Same in the gay community.
Stop. Well, you were gonna go there with something about getting fucked in the ass.
You can't throw that out there without someone bringing up the fact that dudes are getting railed in the ass. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
slinging dick or taking it. All right, those are the only two
brother.
options.
That's our fucking motto. Slinging dick or taking it. Let's get that on a
Which
t-shirt.
one are you, Mom?
Oh my god! Hey,
Sorry. Quit looking at me like that.
What was it like growing up?
he got the mom look.
Yeah.
What was it like living in the 80s in Kansas? Because as you know, I kind of have like an infatuation with that era. As far as fashion.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah, you
was that bell-bottom jeans or was that 90s?
No,
that was the 70s.
Dude.
70s? Oh.
Late 60s, early 70s. I had
If we got any fellow boomers, sorry, in the chat.
That's not an insult.
Why are you so nervous, Cody?
Because I don't trust you, okay?
You shouldn't.
It was a bad idea putting you next to me.
Okay, this might be depending on what year you were born, you're probably Gen X.
No, she's a boomer.
No, I was born in
Googled it.
61.
Okay, same with my parents.
She's a boomer.
Well, my dad was born in 63. My mom was born, I think, 65.
God.
Dad was born in 59. Yeah. They're both boomers.
59 and 61. Yeah,
It's
we're
funny.
boomers. I'm right at the very tail end of being a boomer.
Fucking boomer.
That's okay though. You're cool though, so it's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
you're
you
cool
get a
boomer.
pass. You get a
It's
pass.
funny
Well-
watching her like trying to figure out technology though sometimes.
oh yeah.
You're a lot
it's
more,
just like, Cody, I can't figure this out. Can you come over here and...
you're a lot more capable than most people though.
Well, I'm
give you that.
self-taught on a computer. When I graduated high school, they did not have computers in my school.
Right.
Yeah,
I
because
went
they
to
took
school
up the
at
entire
Omega.
fucking room.
Well, but we didn't
no.
have anything. And then, well, when I went to college, you had to take if you were in business, you had to take a programming class, which they had these machines that you sat down and you typed. It had a regular keyboard on it, but you typed onto those little cards.
Strips. Oh, okay.
Those cards, and it cut, each letter had a different place where it would cut out a hole. And then you'd put it into a computer and run the program, and it would go to the mainframe in the library.
Yep.
And I never really understood that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sounds dope as fuck.
It's cool.
and if you got it caught in a loop, you had to call the library and tell them to kill the program, which I did that a lot.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool how that works because I researched a little bit about this stuff because I always thought it was neat. Basically, how that works is those little holes you punched in, they would interrupt contact points in the circuit board.
Yeah.
And that's how they would communicate. So like when you went to college, because what year did you graduate in college? You don't want me asking.
I graduated from high school in
You already
1980.
know how old she is, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my dad graduated in 81, and so did they taught you probably how to use like MS DOS and like on a Commodore or an Apple II or something?
No, there was no. Like I said, it was called a PL1 class.
Okay, yeah.
That was the computer programming, and I had a graduate teaching assistant was our instructor for the PL1 class, and she was from India.
Yeah.
And I think it took me 3 weeks to figure out that a fatal error was a fatal error because of the way she pronounced things.
Fossil?
Fatal, yeah. I couldn't figure
Instead
it.
of fatal, yeah.
Yeah, she pronounced it fatal instead of fatal.
No,
I can't
don't
do a
even
German
go
accent.
there. No,
I was trying to do.
No, she was from India.
You're
She
from
was from
India,
India?
dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was I
Yeah.
was typing. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
No, there's,
Obviously.
Yeah.
I was
So what else is new?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
I just
What's
thought
up with
that
you?
stuff was kind of cool because
You
Have
Exactly.
you heard of Updog?
No.
But have you heard of Updog though?
yeah.
I'm not going to walk into this because I'm going to...
What's up, dog?
bro. What's up for you?
No, I just always thought it was like interesting how like stuff worked back then because it was obviously a lot different culture than what we have now.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
question. Have you cooked naked in your apron?
Actually, I have not.
Was that last week? No, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
He
so
was
Mom, I don't
apron.
know if you've been watching every podcast
Not
so
all
far.
of them. I saw the one with Isaiah.
Yeah. So there's a running thing on this where I'm trying to get Quint to be at my house cooking dinner for me whenever I come home from work. And I just want him to be in the kitchen naked, wearing an apron.
Why would you want to look at that ass naked?
I just want to catch a little glimpse, like from the side shot, just to see a little bit of ass cheek.
A morbid curiosity. I think.
So I don't want to see the whole asshole. I just want to smell it and then get a side glimpse of his ass.
It's like watching a car wreck. Like you obviously don't want to
You
watch it.
can't help but look.
Yeah, kind
Like
of.
and then I don't want to see his dick. I just want to see the bulge on the front of the apron. Sam has sent me pictures,
Are you
but
sure
I want to see the thing in real life.
I'm not sure that it would actually create a bulge.
No.
Well, I want to see the fabric change.
I know yours wouldn't.
Well, that goes without saying. Okay,
No,
we've
we
already
all
talked
know
about
that
how
we
small my
have-
dick
we
is
have
on this
tiny
podcast.
penises.
Yeah,
It's okay.
including Mom.
That's why I drive a semi.
Small dick. What?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't have one of those. Thank you very much.
Well, all right. We're not going to ask you to
So,
prove it.
That's why we like to talk to our sponsor about growadick.com.
You know how you can get Cody really uncomfortable and make him change the subject?
Yeah,
Let's hear it.
He's talking about his dad and I's sex life.
Okay.
Or when we
Let's
had-
dive into
Freak
it.
me out
Let's
too,
dive
though.
into it. How often do you get laid? Is it 2 times a week? 3 times a week?
Oh no, honey! It's been
Twice a year.
It's not even that.
Once every 10 years.
It's probably been longer than that.
What?
Okay, that's fucking lit. All right, so let's get into this. So,
Well, your
Oh, my
dad.
mom
Hey.
just joined. Hey, Mom.
hey, Dana. Hey, we're trying to get you on the podcast next, so I hope you're ready for it. We talked about my dick a lot on this one so
Yeah.
far, but if you're
And
on,
let
I
me
think,
tell you, it wasn't impressive when he was a little boy.
Yeah, thanks to growadick.com. It's like those little dinosaurs you get in the pills you put in water. It's the
yeah,
same thing
hopefully
with
with
penis.
these emails I've been getting about my limp dick and how I can read my
Dude,
penis's
it's
mind.
all those. Never mind, I'm not going.
Like, I'm just hoping that I get like maybe if they came out with like Miracle Grow for your dick. What if they did have
It's
Miracle
Miracle
Grow?
Whip. That's what it is.
Yeah, but what if you had to like?
yeah, people have been using it wrong for this whole
What
time.
if it was like a seed that you had to put in your dick and it just had to sit there and then just like
Yeah, but how
in
do you
your
pee,
urethra?
dog?
That's the thing. You go. So the way it works is
My mom
you have to-
said
you have to
gotta
leave-
let her drink first.
yeah.
I guess.
Okay. Dope.
Don't worry, we got liquor.
Considerable amount of drinking.
Yeah, that's what Mom's got in her cup. It's all that
Yeah,
lean.
it's just straight fucking vodka.
that's
yeah, it's
iced
just
tea.
fucking lean.
That's iced tea. I'm so used to the shit you dish out. It doesn't bother me too much anymore.
Fair enough. But so you put the seed in your dick. It has to sit there for 5 days. You can't piss or come.
Well,
and then
and
it
that's
grows
when
your
your
dick.
balls get really big because pee's stored in the balls.
Pee is stored in the balls.
Yeah.
Mom, did you know that?
Yeah,
No,
pee's-
it's
Pee is-
not.
pee is stored in
no,
your
it's
ovaries,
not.
too.
Pee's stored
Yeah, it
in
is.
the
No,
balls.
it's not.
Dude,
How do
another
you know?
fact.
Another
Pee
What
fact.
do you
Stored
think
in
the
the balls.
bladder is? Shut up.
You heard it here
What do you
first.
think the bladder is for?
That's for holding cum.
No, it's not.
No,
The
it's
piss
no,
is stored in the balls
yeah,
and cum
pee
is stored in your
yeah.
bladder.
You
That's
need to
why
go back to your anatomy class.
I shoot fat loads. I don't know how.
Neither do
that
I.
my balls can fit that much load. Like we have
No,
to.
dude, the pancreas doesn't
like,
exist.
Why
we-
is
like-
it that Cody Roach never has to come and sit on camera?
Yeah,
No,
it's
you
good.
can't
He
mention
does
his
not
name.
when he-
He's the
yeah,
producer.
yeah,
You can't mention his name.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like we have to put down a tarp when Haley and I have sex
Oh,
because
bullshit.
you're like, you guys ever walk into grandma's house and all
There's
the
plastic all over the furniture.
plastics all over furniture. It's either because grandma
Yeah.
squirts or grandma.
Actually, I got a question about that. Was that just like a fucking fashion thing, or was it just like the?
No, they did that to help protect their furniture.
No, it's because
Yeah, because the whole resale value.
Yeah.
of the fucking couch.
yeah, no, it's because grandma squirts. Obviously, they like having sex on the couch.
Yeah, that's why they're all leather now. So you just hose them off. Like,
Exactly. Like when you give
Or the
grandpa.
plastic runners on the carpet.
Yeah, it's just
It
because
was-
it's because that house is shooting loads and squirting. It's like a sprinkler
Or
in there.
they have anal leakage.
Oh,
yeah, the
we always
seepage.
forget about the silent killer.
The silent killer.
It's not radon gas. That's not what that thing's for. It's for anal seepage.
And you know, when you hear something like this, it's because their asshole, after they farted, their asshole slapped
Oh,
shut.
really? That's
Yeah.
how that works? Man,
Yeah.
the human body's crazy.
I
Isn't it
know.
though?
Hey, Mom. So we talked about on the podcast about what people should start doing at family reunions is giving Grandpa Viagra. How do you think that, like, cause could you imagine, like, all right, so once you're all like
old
the
men sitting
grandkids,
around with tents,
well, like,
in their
like
pants.
the old, like
this reminds me of Nom.
like the grandkids get together, like, all right, who's spiking Grandpa's drink this year? And then he's just sitting there with a rock hard dick.
Yeah, but
and then
why
he
does he
never
kill
knows, that, like, but he doesn't know that we're giving him Viagra. And then when he stands up to give everyone a hug, he's just got a fucking tent. And what if Grandpa had a huge fat fucking hog, just like some meaty, girthy dick? And he stood up, and everyone's like, "Wow, Grandpa's well endowed. Do you give him a hug or a side hug?
I don't know.
Side hug.
Would you go for the side hug or
Dude, whatever you did, I was
do
like,
you
here,
acknowledge?
Gramps.
Do you acknowledge Grandpa's boner?
With my father, no, it would have embarrassed him.
No, your grandpa. Like if you.
Oh God, no. Well, I'll tell
Would you
you.
acknowledge? Would you
Whoa,
acknowledge
whoa,
the boner?
Whoa.
No, I would not.
Whoa, hold on.
I got to tell you a story about my granddad.
Okay, I like
Oh,
where this
okay.
is going. I love these
He was-
segues.
He was a farmer, and
Okay.
we always went to my grandparents' house on my mom's side of the family
Yeah.
for the holidays. Because my dad's mom died before I was born, and I never knew my granddad, Grandpa Smith. He died when I was in third grade. But anyway, he came in. He was a farmer, and he came in one day and had gone into the bathroom, and I think he took his coveralls off. And
You saw his penis on accident.
he came walking from the bathroom
No
through
comment.
the kitchen into the dining room,
Yeah.
into their bedroom. And at that time, men only had tiny whities. Well, we're so stretched out. My two girl cousins and I were sitting under the card
So you
table.
just had a fucking anaconda.
He came walking through, and his underwear was long enough that it's like, whoa. Really, Grandpa?
Just a fucking whip just coiled up in his
No,
fucking pants.
it was just kind of hanging there, but it was like, God almighty.
Yeah, go put some pants on, you old fuck.
Yeah.
I just think that we should start a petition to start giving old people and like, especially in like retirement homes and stuff, just give them Viagra every day.
Well, I heard they bang a lot.
Yeah, no,
and
I'm not talking about.
STDs are an issue in nursing homes.
Well, I'm not talking about a retirement community because those. Like, I'm talking about the ones
Even
that are
in
like,
nursing homes.
I'm talking about those that are frail, like they
I
just
don't
sit
get how
there.
they do that.
Do you think
takes
if
them
you
a
were a
while.
CNA, would
Yeah, I
you?
was about to say.
If you were a CNA, would you just give out free handies?
No.
You?
Why would I jack off old people?
No.
Why?
They can do it. They have nothing to do all day. They can at least jack off. They
Yeah.
can jack themselves off.
Well, what if
don't
they
have
need
anything
assistance,
else.
though?
They don't have anything.
We'll
They'll
put down a
figure it
tarp.
out.
We'll
They
put down
have
a tarp.
nothing to do.
Well, think about how much
Do you really
cum is
think
stored
an
in their pelvis.
80-year-old man probably has
older
that
than
issue?
Oh, what? Not jacking off?
Well, or that, I
But
mean,
he probably doesn't have the will to jack off. So if you jacked him off, then it would like create more room in his balls for piss, and then B, like you would be making an old man's day. Okay.
Well, what do you do if you catch two of them banging? Do you get like a garden hose and go like stop?
yeah.
It's just like, God damn it.
You go find the yardstick and start beating him and go, stop that.
Well,
It's just like, oh,
I
you
would.
remind me of-
I wouldn't.
you
It's not like
remind me
someone's
of-
gonna get pregnant in the fucking old
There's
folks
no
home.
way those two people in a nursing home could produce a child. There's like literally
What if
zero.
they
No.
did though?
They can't.
What if they
There
did
is
though?
literally then that poor child would be born as dust.
Yeah. Do you think
Oh, I
when
just
old
thought of
men
a
come,
joke
it just sounds like?
William used to tell, and I'm not going to.
Do you think like when old men come, it sounds like a dry cough?
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be careful about giving it to Viagra to somebody that's very old because their
Heart
health.
problems.
Yeah, if they have health issues,
No, I'll
it
just be on
could kill them.
standby. I'll be on standby.
Yeah, just got the shock pads.
What? So what if the key to bringing somebody back wasn't shocking them? It was just
Giving them a
slobbing-
blowjob?
Yeah, slobbing on their hob.
They're like, sir, get your pants down.
It's like,
Yeah, I want to see Cody
so
try
if
that.
if that was a thing, right? If you saw someone go
Look
down
at
in
my
public,
dip
yeah, if you saw someone go down in
The
public, as a
producer's
stranger,
the producer's sitting over here going, "Give me an ice pick." My eyes.
if you saw a stranger go down at Walmart and the only way to bring them back was suck their dick, would you do it?
No,
No,
Why?
they're gonna die, dude. People die every day.
you don't know where that thing's been.
That's fair.
So
I'm not gonna get.
There are plenty of women who will go into a bathroom and suck a man's dick after he's been working all day.
Yeah, but
I don't
that's
understand.
different. That's
Those
different.
are different.
But you don't know where that dick's been either.
In the pants.
Well, but more power to them if they want to do that. Maybe those are the women that carry condoms with them all the time.
I'm not a hero.
Well, you fucking could be. What if you get?
Just suck a dick and be a hero.
Start carrying condoms with you.
Yeah, just slip it on.
Just in case. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
so
go.
you don't need the dental dam or whatever the fuck it's called. You just fucking put a
Dental
condom.
dam?
I don't know what it's called. The fucking.
You're a fucking EMT.
Oh.
I'm not an EMT, but I know what the it's a fucking
first-
it's a mouth shield. I don't know. Fuck you.
Oh wait, you're a first responder, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I'm CPR
There's a big
certified.
difference.
I just can't
Okay,
remember
I
the
see. I
technical
didn't know
term for the
that.
fucking
Yeah,
pillow.
and
you put
he's
over
had
their
the
mouth.
military first aid, so he could. You had what battle first aid as well.
Yeah, fucking. Gee, help me out here. Fucking.
I'm glad you really know this shit.
Well, it's been 7 years.
Basic. No, it's not BLS. That's fucking. Suck my cock.
No,
that
thank
seems
you.
like-
Combat lifesaver. Combat lifesaver.
Yeah,
training.
there it
It's
is.
trauma care for gunshot wounds and like.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you. It's like,
Punctured lungs and
don't
shit.
bleed out. You got to give constructive criticism. Like if you bleed
No,
out, you're
one of
a
the
pussy.
greatest things about going through that training though is, and it's something that you kind of like, I think about quite often is if someone were to get like shot in the neck or a carotid artery gets
Yeah, you're
severed.
gonna die.
Well, so the thing is the carotid artery on one side, passes blood up and the other one carries it back down into your body.
Yeah.
Right. So the way to stop that is to clamp it, right, to keep you from losing blood.
Yeah.
But then blood's not circulating, but you're also
Right.
not losing it. And so what's the best way to treat a blown carotid artery? Yeah, you're probably going to fucking die. And they ask you this, like, whenever you're like, all right, how do you do a
I'm
tourniquet?
gonna poke a hole in his
Well, it's
head.
like, how do you do a tourniquet? You put it the highest up you can on that appendage.
Yeah.
And so they're like, how do you save someone if they're bleeding out of the neck? And so many people go, put a tourniquet on.
Well,
On their
that's gonna
fucking neck.
choke 'em,
Just
yeah.
fucking-
Yeah, choke them. Yeah, there we go.
It's like, all right, if you're going to put a tourniquet on their neck, you might as well start jacking their dick off while they're doing it. You know what I mean? So that way, at least they can
I
get out
gotta
with a
quit.
bang.
Just put a hole in their head so that way the whole brain in the head goes out, not as fast as the one in the neck, though.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's the way I look at it. If we got a big leak and we
I
gotta
hope he
stop
never
it,
tries to give me first aid.
What?
I hope he never tries to give me
listen,
first aid.
would
listen to
probably
my
piss
train
his
of thought. Listen to my train of thought on this. It's
gonna go off the
okay,
rails. Let's
so
hear it. It's gonna
be a
there's
short
too
train.
much. Their blood has to go out this way. It has to go out.
Yeah.
But it's going out too much, so you stop where it's going out too much, and you make a small hole so it doesn't go out near as much.
A small hole.
Small hole.
If it's
Yeah,
already
yes.
going out, it's got a
your,
hole
you
in
take
it.
your MP ice pick and you right in the head. Just
Yeah,
so
it's like patching a giant hole in a dam, and to relieve the pressure, you put a small hole in the dam. That's
Well,
his line
no,
of thinking.
but I mean, because the dam has to hold water. But
Yeah.
like what you're saying is blood
body
has
has
to go
to-
in and blood has to come back out.
Yeah.
So blood has to come back out.
Yeah.
So
Well, it doesn't come out of the body. It's
so
supposed to circulate
excited.
in the
no,
body.
well, yeah, but okay, so it has to be circulated.
Yeah.
So what'll happen? Does blood like pool up in the head if you block off one side?
Yes, I'm sure.
No. If you cut off the supply, then it won't circulate
There's
blood.
no oxygen to the
And
brain.
if you cut it off on the other side to bring it down, then it doesn't replenish your body with blood, thus breaking the system. So regardless, you're breaking the flood through your body.
So
in
that
other
way
words,
we won't
don't
break
let
it near as much.
Don't let Quint near you if you're having a medical emergency.
Yeah, Quint's suggestion to fixing somebody with a blown carotid artery is just shoot him in the fucking head because that'll save him.
No, I'm saying make a small hole in the head so it drains out not as fast as the big hole.
How are you
Makes
going
sense.
to put that hole in their head?
I got a
An ice pick.
rock.
And
And that way, if it knocks them out, and if they do die, they don't die screaming.
Well, I think
I
if
don't think
you're
you can
bleeding to
scream.
death, you probably are passed out anyway.
I'm like, oh, fuck, no, there's some people who are still alive. They're like, fuck, dog, I'm dying. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, so let's talk about talk about DJs at weddings because they are insufferable.
Hey, guys, what's up? It's DJ Fat Retard here on the fucking show. We're going to be
No.
playing Dixie Chicks.
No, it's funny because they have to be like the life of the party or
Oh,
whatever.
and they just want to do just a bunch of blow and just like,
Exactly, but I mean, they have to be like super energetic and stuff like that, and then they're trying to get a reaction out of the crowd, and so they're just going to great lengths. It's like, bro, like for instance, for the bouquet toss, right? And they always play that fucking song. Oh, the single ladies. Oh, the single ladies.
yeah,
oh, the
it's,
single ladies.
Beyonce's
Yeah.
song. Yeah.
So, and I was at a wedding last year, and the DJ was like, "All the single ladies get on the floor." His song's playing while he's
Yeah.
saying it, and like no one's really moving. He's like, "All the single ladies, if you are not married, then get on the floor. And then he was like, that means if you have a boyfriend, get on the floor. And then he just kept going for like 5 minutes
fucking hilarious.
trying to get women out on the floor. And he's like, all right, I think we got everyone we're going to get. It's like, oh, you couldn't have done that fucking 5 minutes ago?
Well, it's because like they all like, I don't know. I really admire like extremely stupid people sometimes because they're really happy and they really have big dreams. But at the same time,
that would be you, right?
Well, no.
No.
Okay.
I do not.
Quinn doesn't know how to think.
I don't. Oh, my phone shut down. That's
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Anyway.
No watch party anymore.
Yeah, no more watch party. Because like they have all these big dreams, but like they have no way to accomplish it, and so like it
sounds like me.
It's almost like at least like you wish they were lazy a little bit to where they think, okay, I can't actually achieve this goal. You know what I mean? So they don't blow like thousands and thousands of dollars on shit.
Somebody like Fred Flintstone that's always got the next greatest idea.
Yeah, but he doesn't really chase it.
Yeah.
He just
Anime porn. Let's talk about it.
Okay. I'm not going to comment on that.
Quinn, do you watch anime porn?
No, I'm not
Mom, do you
commenting
watch
on
anime
that.
porn?
No.
Do you know what anime porn is?
It's probably the
Do you know
anime
what furry
characters.
porn is?
Stop. I'll leave this fucking
those
place.
that
I
be-
will seriously leave this fucking
I'm not
place.
going to say
Promise.
anything fucking bad about
Are
it.
those
Calm
the
fuck
people that
down.
dressed up like they're animals?
Yeah. Do you
I'm
know
I've seen
what?
I'm
I've
really
seen it
surprised.
on different TV shows where they have like on Bones, the TV show Bones,
Oh,
where
I didn't know you.
they
Yeah, they
would
cover a
go
lot
to
of that stuff.
they go to
Do you know they make butt plugs with tails on them now?
Stop.
What?
that doesn't
You
surprise
said
me.
you wouldn't go anywhere with
I
that.
said I wasn't going to say anything bad about it.
He just mentioned it. Why are you getting so
I
uncomfortable?
don't know. This shit makes me really uncomfortable for some reason. I
I'm
don't know why.
surprised
You don't like
by
furry
that.
porn?
I just don't
I-
like.
I did
it's
not know
weird
that.
talking about it with like parents and shit. I don't know why.
I said I was going to hold
please.
back. I mean, it's just a normal podcast.
I know.
It's just
You
my
are
mom
the
sitting
one
right
being
here.
attacked instead of me. I kind of like it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I can turn it back on you.
no, that's all right.
God damn it.
I don't know why it makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know.
Do you
Probably
have- do you
because
have-
I'm here. Well, when
No,
we
it does. I don't know. I guess like I've never
it's-
heard my parents talk like that.
it's
and
a
that's what makes it
personal
weird to me.
thing and it's private and it doesn't need to be discussed.
Well, we already talked about your lack of a sex life.
Shit happens.
It's different. It's
Yeah.
different. I guess like it's different with my friends, but like I think
Your
it's 'cause-
brother and sister probably didn't want to know that though.
Yeah, they're probably. Well, I mean, they're not even watching, so it's fine.
I think it's
Well,
just like
if
my
they do later, they will.
Maybe.
I think it's just because my relationship's so different with my parents. Like whenever I hear somebody talk about it with their parents, it just makes me super unfucking
My parents
comfortable.
never talked about that. I never even saw my dad tuck in his shirt in his pants.
Oh, like he
without
wouldn't.
sta-
He wouldn't.
He would stand. If he was going to do that, he would stand behind something so you couldn't see anything.
No, that's
But my parents were born in the late 20s, so
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
they're
how
the
old
silent
grandparents were.
generation then, right?
yeah. My dad said he
Yeah.
he didn't have
Yeah.
much to say. It was nothing for when I was little. I went everywhere with my dad,
Right.
and it was nothing to take a 10, 15-minute ride in the pickup where nothing was ever said.
See,
Even
I
as
do
he
that.
got older.
I go fucking nuts.
Yeah, Quentin, you can't go 5 minutes without.
I like talking. I'm sorry that I'm very.
Trying to watch a TV show with Quentin is the worst experience you'll ever have.
It's because
I do that to your dad once in a while. You can always tell if I haven't had anybody to talk to all day long because I get home and then I start to talk, and then he just
Well, see, that's the thing. Haley will.
he ignores me.
Haley
part
talks
of the
all
time.
day, and then when she gets home, I'm pretty sure she starts talking more.
Kind of depends.
I'm just like I'm a sociable person.
Sociable person.
Like, yeah, because like I sit in a truck alone,
Yeah.
all day in the winter, and then
Well, you're an extrovert, and I'm an introvert, so I don't have a problem not talking to people all day.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still like my alone time and stuff, but it's like I work all day. I don't see anybody.
Yeah.
And then like when I was single, like I would go home and see nobody, and so like I got really lonely. So like when I would talk, I'd talk a bunch, and that's why I do that.
I can understand
It's
that.
me being nice. I like talking to you. That's why I talk.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing we have this podcast, so
Yeah.
you can just talk to me. For
God tried to
endlessly.
talk to Cody sometimes is like pulling teeth. Yes, no. That was all right.
So he took after his dad on that one, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I can
Occasionally.
get William and I. We can sit and not talk, but then we can carry on a conversation.
converse.
I remember
Yeah.
riding to the truck in Topeka or truck to Topeka to like take our millionth trip to Lowe's, and Mom's sitting there trying to read a book. You start trying to talk to her, and she just fucking slams the book shut and
Your
puts it up on
dad
the
still
dash.
does that to me. We can sit for 10 minutes and not talk. As soon as I open up my Kindle to start reading, he starts talking to me.
And
So
now
my
you know
parents
how
did
to.
the same shit when I was
Sarah
playing
thinks he
video
does it
games.
on purpose.
He probably does.
I'm sure
It's
he
like all
does.
night. I did
Oh,
all,
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were reading. What the fuck do you think I'm doing with this in my
Probably
hand?
playing a fucking game. I don't know.
Well, that's like my parents, because like I'd be doing, I go out, do chores, go feed cattle or something. I come home, I was like, hey mom, you need me to do anything? No, okay. I'll go inside, I start playing video games and shit. And then she comes like,
Hey,
hey,
I need you to
actually,
come.
yeah, like I just asked.
I
you know what I
literally.
mean?
Well,
I
she didn't think of it
just
at that
asked.
time.
No, it's understandable, but like if it's like an hour and a half afterwards and I just want to relax because I'm 14 and I just want to play some
Wah.
video game.
No,
video
it's
games.
funny because Haley. I swear to God, Haley's a boomer because she'll come in when I'm playing Xbox and say, "Hey, can you pause your game? I'm playing online. Yeah, let me pause a server for 150
Not
people."
everybody realizes that you're playing online all the time. Unless they hear you sitting in the room going like this.
All right, we just blew out the microphone. Appreciate that, Mom.
I was over at their house the other night and I could hear Dylan in his bedroom. He and Cody were talking to each other online, but you could hear them both talking in the house.
Oh yeah, no.
And then he gets real excited and yells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel really bad for Haley because our bedroom is right between my office and Dylan's bedroom. So Haley just hears it all night. Just like sitting there, just like yelling at the top of her lungs.
Well, and then
Motherfucker, God damn it.
when Austin is online on Twitch,
Yeah.
he's upstairs, but he talks so loud that you would swear he was sitting next to you.
Yeah, you gotta be
in the living
animated.
room.
You gotta let the people know. You gotta get the people
I don't know
going.
how she sleeps, and I don't know how them moving Nora upstairs is going to work with Austin being that loud. Hopefully, she can sleep through anything.
Yeah. What?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, guys. I think that's gonna wrap it up for this week's podcast. Thank you, Mom, so much for being on. Really appreciate it. I had
Sure,
a lot of
it was
fun.
a good
thank you
time.
for not being as vicious as I figured you would be.
Yeah,
I'm proud of
well,
you.
see, I had a couple videos I wanted to show you, but I fucked up when we went to Best Buy and I bought the wrong thing. So, that's cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Dang
you
it.
got off lucky. So the next time we
Thank
have you
goodness.
on, if we have you on again,
I may not want to come on again.
That's
I don't
what
know.
that's what I suppose. But
Quinn's mom has to come on first. She's
Well,
got
so
to.
the idea was
She
to
has
get-
to woman up and come on.
yeah, that was the idea, was to get
Call
you
out
on and then
post.
get his mom on, and then we're gonna bring you both on at the same time. That was the idea. So
Yeah, it will be equal.
yeah, we'll see how that
Call
goes.
out post
Call out posts. I'm fucking
Yeah.
hashtagging at you
at Dana McLean.
at Dana McLean. Fucking get your ass on our podcast,
yeah.
please.
I apologize for my son. He was raised better than that. I blame it on the military.
Yeah, there you go.
Blame it on
Just
Xbox
deflects
Live.
bad parenting.
no,
It's fine.
no, his foul mouth really got bad when he went into the military.
I wonder why.
I know.
wonder why. Oh, yeah. So thank you very much for coming on, Mom. I had a lot
Certainly.
of fun. Thank you to our sponsors, Oak City Hot Sauce. Check them out at oakcityhotsauce.com. Also, thank you to RC McGraw's in Manhattan. Check them out at mcgrawsmanhattan.com. Quentin, you got any parting words for them?
Thank you.
Cool. Come, anal.
Penis.
And hey, just
God, you
one.
just spit on me.
Just one friendly reminder, guys. Remember that piss is stored in the balls. Good night.